Galatians 2, verse 17. But if while we seek to be justified by Christ, we ourselves also are found sinners, is therefore Christ the minister of sin? God forbid. What does that mean? If God saved you, right? Faith in Jesus Christ. I confess with my mouth and trust with my heart that Jesus is Lord. But I continue sinning. Does that mean that God's a promoter of sin? It's okay if he sins. He's saved. I saved him. It's okay. I'll forgive him. My grace is abundant. No. That all he's implementing here is, and it's proving, right, that we're all lawbreakers. We can't keep the law. That's why Paul confronted Peter and told him, if you're a Jew living with Gentiles now, teaching them the truth, why are you going back and sitting with the Jews? Why did you separate yourself and go back with the Jewish people who try to keep the law, knowing that that's not the truth, knowing that that's impossible, right? Because verse 18 says, for if I build again the things which I destroyed, I make myself a transgressor. Build the things again which I destroyed. If God broke the chain of us trying to keep the law by having faith in Christ, what makes you think that going back to doing what you naturally knew how to do is going to keep you in God's good graces? Verse 18, the rebuilding, it's a metaphor, right? It's an absurd idea of going back to a life of following the law rather than accepting Christ, right? That's what it means. Rather than accepting Christ. Why are you going back to the law than rather accepting Christ? Well, because, I'm a Jew and that's all I know and I got scared. Well, then that's the spirit of the devil and you should run away from that. That's helping a brother out. When you see sin, when you see someone transgress, when you see someone doing something wrong, tell them, why are you living like that when you know that we are in Christ, and Christ freed us from that bondage of whatever they were doing. Well, I'll put it in this case. You're flirting with that guy. Look, I understand, but you're married. Don't you know that flirting, it gives a bad taste to those who are looking around you and going, isn't that woman married? Why is she flirting with that 24, 23, 22-year-old kid? She's married, right? People are observing. And it doesn't give us a license to sin. God forbid, Paul says. God forbid.